Happy Sabbath.
Happy Sabbath.
Glad you're all here today. You know, there are some announcements in the bulletin that you need to be aware of, so please look through there. Nothing really extraordinary in there, except we have a visitor next week. I talked about the visitor next week already, did I? Yeah, we have a visitor speaking next week. He's going to teach Sabbath school, and then he's going to preach. I didn't tell you? His initials are, you remember that now? Ron Dupre. Pastor Dupre will be here for what he says will be the last time. We've heard that before, huh? But for the last time, he'll be here next Sabbath. So we want to be sure that we're here and we're ready to greet him and send him away one more time. They're really, really, really close. It's incredible how much they've had to go through to get approval to even go into Bangladesh. And I told him weeks ago he should give up and do something else. But of course, that's just a tough area to go into, and that's my point. So we need to continue to keep him in prayer. They are still crossing T's and dotting I's. But he will be here next Sabbath. So look forward to that. You know, we have a couple of things here that are going on at the conference level, and the conference has invited us to be a part of these programs. One here is a counseling for couples. It's a couples workshop. A couple of what? A couple married. A married couple, I mean. Okay, yeah. Married couples marriage workshop, and it's in Scottsdale. And it's April 12 through 14. So if any of you are interested in that, please, we've got the information here, and basically what you need to do is contact the conference, let them know you're coming. Okay? And then we have, that's right, Shelley, thank you. And Shelley we'll put these on the bulletin board or something similar so you'll have that to look at if you need information. That'll be out on the bulletin board. Then here we have a letter from the Office of the Attorney General for the state of Arizona. How many of you know that we have an opioid epidemic in this country? Yeah, most of us know it. Unfortunately, from personal experience, not individual experience, but personally knowing and having to deal with this. The AG's office, the Attorney General's office, is asking for the help of all the churches in the state of Arizona. And he is inviting anyone from our congregation. They suggest that perhaps retired nurses, doctors, etc. And I'm thinking that probably doctors have the training in this already, but if you're interested at all in being trained to learn to witness people and establish that they may be having a problem just from their appearance, just from their attitude, just from their demeanor, that's what they're going to be training. And then they're going to, what's the magic stuff that they use, Narcan? If somebody does have an overdose, there's a drug that you can administer and really save their life. And they're going to train whoever in our church, and that's not just the Kingman Seventh-day Adventist Church. It's every Adventist church in the state of Arizona. It's every Baptist church in the state of Arizona. It's every Methodist church in the state of Arizona. They're asking all the people who are interested to come down and take the training. And I should tell you what dates those are. And that's April 18, which I believe is like a Thursday, yeah. And they're going to be, it'll last from 10 to noon on Thursday. You need to arrive by 9:30. And the way this is worded, basically, what you need to do is show up, and they will take care of getting you into the seminar. The details again we'll post on the bulletin board out there so that anybody who's interested would be able to do that. And if you are interested, and I'm going to put my foot in my mouth probably, but if you are interested in going, and there's more than one of you, and you carpool, the church will pay for your gas. We don't want to pay for you overnight because it really gets expensive. But if you go, so if you had somebody go with you, one person could drive down, the other person could drive back in the same day. It's doable. Not when you're my age, but it's doable. So if you're interested, again, this will be on the bulletin board. Okay? I just want you to remember we have multiple options for prayer meeting. So please look at that in your bulletin. Nominating committee met again this week, and we have just a few things to take care of, and we will probably have the names available for you next week, and then we'll vote on those names the following week. So if you end up not being here next week, contact somebody so you can look at those names. Okay? All right. Thank you again for your participation and your being, Pat? Church board. But you know what? That seems like that comes around every month, doesn't it? I cannot believe it. But it does. And that's Monday night. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that very much. We have a board meeting. Board members, take note. Tuesday, pardon me, what is Tuesday? Monday night, this Monday night, 7 o'clock here at the church. So we try to do it once a month so it's not so long. And it's working better. So please be ready to attend, board members. And again, visitors, thank you for being here. We always appreciate visitors. And we want you to know that we have a potluck luncheon right after this meeting, out through the double doors, left, out, and then into the gymnasium over here. And that's where we'll serve lunch. So please stand by. Thank you. Happy Sabbath.